What is up, guys? This is Hoodie Eli back with another video, and today is the last video I'm going to make about my brother. Well, I'm probably gonna make more videos in the future, but this is the last mental health type video for me, and just an update. So this video is just basically like a mental health check for me and an update on my channel and an update on my life since the passing of my brother. I guess I'll give you the update first. It's in about 5 days. It will be 5 months since he passed, which is just crazy to me to hear that. I have not seen my brother in 5 months. Every day feels like it feels like yesterday I just lost him. You know, like what I hear, dang, almost 5 months, I'm shocked. If you hear a noise in the background, that's my fan. My room gets really hot, so I have to keep it running. I gotta remember to look at this too. So what have I been doing? My whole family. I'll say for the most part, all of us, except for maybe my other brother and maybe my sister, has taken it pretty hard. I know I have. I know my father has. I know my mother has. But for my other brother, my sister, I think they're getting better. At least my brother's been better since the day of. Like, didn't really affect him like that, I guess. I don't know. Since his passing, we went on a few trips, vacation. Went to Vegas for the first time, / Arizona. Arizona was cool. I'm like really into like animals and stuff, so I was very excited to see animals that I don't see on an everyday basis. I saw a roadrunner. I was really excited to see that. I saw some sort of lizard, but I can't identify it. I saw like squirrels that live underground. I forgot the name of it. Yeah. Trying to think of other animals I saw. I saw a dinosaur foot tracks, which is pretty cool. Went through a canyon. Oh, I saw bighorn sheep. That was also cool. I think that's for the most part. That's what I saw. At least what I can remember right now. We also took a cruise. It was Princess Cruise Line. I don't really like the cruise ship itself. Just felt like there wasn't much for me to do because I'm introvert. I don't like doing a lot of stuff like that. I'm very indoor type of guy, stay at home type of guy. I like going out sometimes if it's like something I like, but most of the part I don't like dancing, going to bars and stuff like that. It was hard to go on the cruise because my brother Elias, one of the last things he told me, he asked me what are we gonna do for vacation. I remember telling him, I said, I don't know. Maybe I talked about this. I don't know if I did. I haven't watched the other videos. I told him I don't know. Yeah, remember he said I want to go on a cruise. And I told him like, hey, if we do, you know, mom and dad's gonna make us pay for it. And I remember he said, I'll pay for it. I was like, okay. And the very next day he passed away. One of the last things Vaz told me too was one of the last things I said to my brother. I had asked him to come outside and help, not come outside, come out to the rec room and help clean up after WrestleMania because he went straight to his room and me, Elijah, was still cleaning. I was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, come on. He's like, what? All right, guys, let's just hurry up and get this done. I'm like, nah, don't act like you're the one telling me to do it. I'm telling you to do it. He's like, well, all right, whatever. So he came out, helped clean. That was the last words I said to my brother. And it's crazy to me because we were both downstairs And I remember I wanted to ask him a certain question. And that certain question was about a dream I had. It wasn't even really a dream. So I remember I could actually find a day, because it's the same day a new Invincible episode dropped. So March 28th. March 28th. Before I woke up, like right before I woke up, I had this little dream. Or whatever it was. And it was my dad. And I remember him telling me, "Do you know where your brother is?" And I said, "No." Referred to Elias. And I woke up. And I was like, that was weird. So weird that I picked up my phone and literally check to see what Elias was doing. And when I looked at the phone, because he's usually supposed to be at work, but he was like near his job, but he was at like Walgreens or McDonald's. So I don't like Google Maps, because it kept shipping him from like Walgreens, McDonald's to the street, to this neighborhood. It just kept going like back and forth there, which I knew he probably wasn't moving. I saw that and I was like, the heck? That's weird. So I had a really weird anxiety of like what was going on. I'm thinking he got into a car accident, his phone fell out, they took it somewhere. Like I'm just thinking of all this bad stuff. And like a homeless guy got his phone and he's walking back and forth between these places. So I was like, let me text him. So I texted my brother and I was like, hey, will you come home? He said I should be home around 3 o'clock, which is the same time he came home every day. So that's how I knew it was him. I was like, alright. And he came home. So I wanted to ask him about that when we were both downstairs together, but I didn't. And I don't know why. I remember just being like, nah, I'll ask him another time. I went upstairs, went to sleep. He went to sleep. The last time I physically saw him, I was sleeping in the rec room, because every time my parents are here, me and my other brother, we sleep in the rec room just for fun. And I remember just waking up, seeing him walk past me back to his room. That was the last time I actually saw him before the incident happened. So I think about that. But anyway, let me go back to vacation since I got off track. On the cruise, the first place we went to was, I'm trying to think, Cozumel, Mexico. It was pretty cool to finally be in Mexico. Never been before, so I was really excited about going there. Second place was Belize. I didn't really like that place that much, but we went to see Mayan ruins. I thought that was pretty cool. Third place was Roatan, Honduras. That was my favorite one out of all of them, because it was a private tour, number one. Number two, the port was just the best one. You know, reason why was because there was nobody, hey, buy this, come on, come here, buy this. Like, nah, bro, no one was like that there in Roatan. So that was my favorite. Plus, I saw animals there too, which I really liked. I also saw animal in Belize. It was like an iguana. I thought that was cool. I mean, we have iguanas in Florida, but it was a different type of iguana. After that, we went to Costa Maya, Mexico. Might have been my least favorite, because we didn't do that much. Didn't really like the area that much either. So yeah, the area is better than Belize, but like, I guess I just don't like Costa Maya that much. That's pretty much what me and my family been up to. We have been doing therapy, but we haven't had it in a very long time. Because my dad said we have one more, but I personally don't want to do it. I don't think therapy helps me. I talked to about 2 therapists now. And when I asked the first lady, she said, what do you want to get out of this? I just said, just some advice to help me cope with my brother's passing. And she basically told me that she doesn't think any therapist could help me with that. And I was kind of like, wow. Okay. So after that, I was like, alright, I'm done with therapy. I'm not doing it no more. So I haven't been doing it. What else? Any more life updates since then? I think that's everything. Pretty much. Oh, I mean, we went to Cape Canaveral, I think it was, for my mom's birthday. That was cool. We went to place. Dang, what was it called? We just went there. Some place near Daytona. That's pretty much it, though. Didn't do much in either one. We went to the Kennedy Space Center, which I thought was cool. Other than that, oh, I can't believe I forgot this. I finally went to New York, and I went back to Delaware, but I was excited about going to New York because I've always wanted to go. Never been. I really liked it. I really liked it. It was just cool to finally being there because I'm a movie guy, and so many movies based in New York. You know, I saw the Statue of Liberty. I didn't get close. I saw it from afar. Walked on the Brooklyn Bridge. I had a chopped cheese. I'll probably go to another place to have it, but because I don't think the guy didn't season the beef, like it needed flavor. But I'll definitely eat it again. So yeah, pretty expensive though. Like you get that chips and a drink, you'll probably be up $20. Like that's crazy. Cause the chopped cheese itself is like 10. So yeah, that's that. Saw Times Square, walked on it. Cool. That's pretty much it. What we've been doing. I guess now it's time to talk about my mental health since then. My mental health, personally, I still have a lot of anxiety about a lot of stuff, about myself, about my family, just because I don't want anything to happen to any of us. And I think about my brother. I try to think that, you know, God knew this was coming, and He was trying to prepare me for it. And the reason why I say that is, over a year ago, my father went to, I think it's pronounced anaphylactic shock. And that was like the first thing big that happened to me and my family. Like huge. He went to anaphylactic shock. I had to carry him. My Andy Vice, he carried him. Like we both had his arm when he was walking with us. And I wasn't sure what was going on with my dad. I literally didn't. I walked out the bathroom, laid back on the couch, and it happened. I was so confused. Andy Vice helped him. He ended up being okay. They checked everything. He ended up being okay. So I was like, alright, good. And then I went my mom to the hospital. And I texted Levi and I was like, hey man, I'm sorry for not talking to you. Because like 2 weeks prior, my dad's friend passed away. And my dad gave his whole speech like, oh, y'all need to talk. And, you know, we talked a bit, but I was still angry with him. And then after my dad, I texted him. I texted Levi and I was like, yo man, I'm sorry for not talking to you. And he texted back and said, it's all good. So that's when I forgave him, he forgave me. And I think back to and I remember reading it was crazy because that verse of the day, when I came home, I want to know what it's called. I'll look it up for here. But it was like, isn't it so nice when brothers and sisters get along? Bible scripture. Alright, Let's see. SG. That's what I use. Message. How wonderful. How beautiful. Psalms 133, verse 1 through 3. How wonderful. How beautiful when brothers and sisters get along. It's like costly anointing oil, oil flowing down the head and beard, flowing down Aaron's beard, flowing down the collar of priestly robes. It's like the dew on a Mount Hermon, flowing down the slope of Zion. Sorry, I suck at reading. But that's what I was trying to show you. That was the verse. And I remember I was like, wow. That was God. I thought that was God doing that to get me and my brothers to get along, my sisters to get along, because he knew what was going to happen April. That's what I thought. Me and Vice talked, but not like we used to. And then I want to say March or February-ish, my brother randomly came up to me. He was like, yo, so me and my friend started a podcast. I was like, okay. And he said that they needed someone to edit their videos, like make an intro, make them a logo, and cut up the videos and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I can do that. An outro. I said, oh, I can do that. He said, yeah, we're going to pay you. He said, we'll pay you $200 a week. I said, seriously? He said, yeah, I already talked to my friends about it, and they're down. I was like, oh, okay, bet. I was like, thanks. I was so happy because I was trying to get a job before then, and I could not get a job. And I thought, why am I not getting a job? And I asked God, I'm like, God, do you not want me to have a job? And that's what I honestly thought, that he didn't want me to have a job. And then when he finally came to me with that proposal, I thought, this is why. This is a perfect job. I can mix basketball with this, have that job, and YouTube. Like, I could do all that stuff while having this job. It's easy. And I could do school, mix it all together. It was a perfect balance. I was so happy for it. Eventually, it didn't last long, maybe 2 weeks, because his friends quit. And I was kind of like, dang, bruh. And they couldn't pay either. So I was kind of like, dang, bruh. That's crazy. And then, so we kind of talked closer to that because of that. Even my dad said, like, maybe that reason why that happened was because God was trying to get y'all closer because he knew it was going to happen in April. I thought, maybe. That's just stuff I think about. And then WrestleMania, April 6th and April 7th. I was like, my dad usually is here at WrestleMania every year with us. All of us watch WrestleMania together. We eat a bunch of junk food and just have a good time watching wrestling. This year, my dad didn't do it because his anniversary was April 8th, which is sadly the day my brother passed away. I don't know why it happened. It had to be that day. And I think to myself, why was my dad there? If this was going to happen next day, why wouldn't my dad be there? And I started thinking, and a thought came to my head, and I was like, maybe if my dad was there, I wouldn't have talked to Elias. Me and Elias wouldn't have talked. And that's my honest thought. That's what I honestly believe, that if my father was there with us watching WrestleMania, me and Elias would not have talked. So, God just happened. He works miracles. He knew April 8th was going to happen. It was going to happen April 8th. And he's like, alright, this is what happened. He gave a thought to somebody. WrestleMania's happened 6th and 7th. Steve and Yvette, you guys are going to be away. While they're going to home watch WrestleMania until they can get along. You know, that's what I think. I don't know. I hope I will know in the future why my brother passed away, because I prayed for him to be good, and yeah, we know what happened. Anything else on my mental health? I get angry every now and then. The part I get angry at the most is I think about the future. I think about just what is it gonna be like 10 years from now, and I just immediately just I think of, dang, bro, he can't see Spider-Verse 3. Dang, he can't see Doomsday. Dang, he can't see Secret War. Dang, he can't see Spider-Man 4. He won't see my kids. He won't see me get married. He won't get married. He won't have kids and stuff. And all that just gets me angry and pissed off. And I think to myself, like, why did this happen? Why didn't, like, help him with his weight or whatever? Because we don't know how he passed, but the only thing we have is that it's his weight, because the autopsy showed that he was nothing wrong with him. That there was nothing wrong with him, nothing inside. Even his doctor said there was nothing wrong with him, nothing inside. He was going to the doctor on a monthly basis. So if they had saw something like, hey dude, you need to hurry up and do this, they would have told him. My brother's passing left more questions than answers. And the reason why I think of that is because when I think back to January, my sister's birthday, I remember my mom told me something about live to eat or eat to live. Like, live to eat is just eating whatever the heck you want, and eat to live is eating healthy so you can live longer. And I remember he advised me to joke like, oh nah bro, I live to eat. I live to eat. And I remember him saying that, and it got me tight, man. I got pissed. I was just like, bro, why would you say that, bro? Like, you know you should be trying to lose some weight. My dad was literally at the funeral for his cousin, who was bigger than my brother and older than my brother. He was in his 30s. He passed away because he was overweight. He had like blood clots and all this, like all that big guy stuff, big person stuff. He had it, at least what I heard. And I heard Levi say that. I'm like, why would you say that, man? So why would you say that? It got me angry because I felt like God was giving Levi signs to lose weight, but he didn't listen. I was here. I was seeing like that story of the guy in the boat, where this guy was drowning in a lake or a river or whatever, the ocean. A boat came up to him. No, he said, God, help save me. A boat came. Hey man, you need some help? Now God's gonna save me. Okay. Another boat came. Hey man, you need some help? Now God's gonna save me. Okay. The guy ended up drowning and dying. And then he went to heaven. He said, God, why don't you save me? He said, I sent you 2 boats. And that's what I think of. I'm thinking, God saw this was going to happen. Did he advise me to lose weight fast? Otherwise, it's going to happen. So, he sent me, because I texted my brother, and he ignored the text. My parents were trying to help him, but he didn't listen. The doctor, I feel like, told him some stuff. Well, I know he told him some stuff, and he didn't follow through. He didn't do anything, listen to anybody when it came to his weight. And I'm just telling him, like, dude, why didn't you just listen? And I get angry. And people said, what am I mad at? I'm mad at Evias for not taking his health seriously like he should have. For not listening to anyone that was telling him to lose his weight. Even his friend apparently was telling him to watch his eat healthy and watch his weight. I'm mad at my parents for allowing my brother to get that big and not doing anything. I'm mad at my mom for constantly buying these snacks and unhealthy stuff for people to be in temptation just to eat them. I'm mad at myself for not confronting Evias and being like, yo, dude, why'd you ignore my texts? Bro, I'm trying to help you. I don't want to lose you, man. My dad told him that I don't want to lose you. And we lost him. I was mad at God. Because I'm like, God, I prayed to you to save my brother. And he's gone. Why didn't you save him? I was mad at my other brother, Elijah. Because I felt like he did not care about Elias passing away. And he was just kind of like living his life. And I thought it was weird. I'm like, nah, bro, you don't care. I was angry at that. I was angry at other people because they felt like they know what I was going through and they did not know not one thing I was going through because they never went through it themselves. I was angry at them for that. I was angry at the paramedics and the whole hospital because I felt like the paramedics knew they could have done more, but they didn't do more. Because what it sounds to me, they just put him in the ambulance and just put his finger on his heart rate to feel it and just to wait to bring him to the hospital. That doesn't sound like you did anything. They left the bag here at my house. Who knew what had that bag and helped my brother? But they didn't want to say nothing because they knew they would get in trouble. I'm mad at the hospital because they're playing hide and go seek it. They're hiding all these secrets because they keep telling us a different story. Every time, the first story was, we gave him something in the ambulance to help him breathe easier, and his heart just didn't like it. We don't know what happened. Another story is, oh, he was dead on arrival. No, he wasn't. I was there. I saw him breathing. My dad felt the heartbeat. What are you talking about? Another story is, they didn't give him anything, and when they just got to the hospital, he just, his heart rate just stopped. Heartbeat just stopped. I'm like, what? And now the story is, oh, when we got there, it stopped. We shocked him. He had no electricity, and then we started using, CPR, doing that thing. Like, why does the story keep changing? My dad wrote a freaking letter to the doctor saying, hey, why is the story changing? Why does everything keep changing? He gave it to the doctor's son. My dad never got a call. Never got a voicemail. Nothing. Not a text. Not an email. Nothing. Like, what are you hiding? And at this point, I don't know. My anxiety is so up, like, for myself. My anxiety is so up because of my family. I just want it to all stop. I want it to stop. No more anxiety. No more worry. And all this, I just only started having anxiety since literally the beginning of 2024. And I don't know why. And I thought, what was that? God was testing us. He was testing me. I had low hemoglobins, globulins, I think it's pronounced, or globulins, whatever. And if you look that up, you can find reasons why. Lymphoma, leukemia, and all this other stuff. And I thought, oh my gosh, what if I have cancer or something? I took another test, and I got first off, my white blood cells and stuff like that, they were normal. They were in the green. The only thing that was in the bad was the low hemoglobin. So I got tested again, and it showed you that my blood cells were not mutated. They were fine. So, no cancer, nothing. My mom went through, I think I told you guys this, an autoimmune disease system scare. Autoimmune system scare. Autoimmune disease scare. Let's just say that. Autoimmune disease scare. So, my phone overheated and the video ended. Maybe I could put the two together, but I'm doing pro video, so it doesn't come off well on my computer. I don't remember what I was saying. talk about stuff I was mad at? I think so. Uh, anyway. Oh, I think I know. My mom went through autoimmune system scare. Nothing was wrong with her. My brother Elijah went through a scare. Nothing was wrong with him. I don't know if my sister went through one. But yeah. We all went through something. My brother even, Elias, went through something. Front turned out to be fine. So like all this, I thought we were just going through a stage of worry. We just had to show God, with you, I'm not scared. Nothing's going to be wrong. And that happened. The worst thing that could literally happen to anybody happened. And I was so crushed. I was broken. I was heartbroken. The day it happened, I didn't cry when I first heard the news. So confused. I didn't cry until the very next day. When I saw my mom, my dad talk to his friend, my mom called me downstairs. That's when it hit me, and I went back upstairs and I cried. And I cried into my brother's arms. I'm just like, why is this happening? I think that my dad has his theories. I have my theories, but the ultimate thing is just like, just don't know. And I wish I could. I wish we could just like call God on the phone and be like, God, why this happened? And he just tells you. But I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. My mental health. I get angry a lot. I don't cry anymore. I wish stuff was different. 100% wish stuff was different. I'll literally do anything to get my brother back, you know? And when I say anything, I mean anything. Every day before I go to sleep, I say goodnight, Elias. I love you, man. Wish you was here. I'll do anything to get you back. Because honestly, that's what I would do. I think that's the video. Thank you guys for watching this video. I don't want to say you want more videos like this video. Go ahead, comment down below, like, subscribe. Don't want to say that. I want to come back. I want to come back to this YouTube grind. I want to try to upload one video a week again. My brother should be doing a podcast. Hopefully today. Well, today's Tuesday. Hopefully Thursday we can do that video and have it uploaded by like Saturday or something. But hopefully this video comes up today, which is today's Tuesday. So that's pretty much it. The podcast, episode number 4, episode 2 of Tribute to Stevie the Black, will be, one hit on his list was, is it ever okay to lie? And me and my brother basically discuss on if it's ever okay to lie, and hopefully record a good video. Maybe we'll do 2 if we're in the mood for it. Who knows? Anyway, I appreciate this. Pray for me and my family, that God gives us the wisdom, the strength, the health, and the courage to not move forward away from Elias, but keep going, maybe. Keep pushing. With Elias by our side, spiritually. I don't know a lot of people's takes on religion. I don't. I know recently I feel like I'm spotting more Muslims uh I feel like that. So maybe I'm getting tested about my religion now. I don't know. Even though I get offended by a lot of what Muslim people say about Christianity. So appreciate you guys. I don't know what else to say. I'm like thinking like, should I end it off? Should I say something else? Honestly don't know. You guys probably already clicked off. If I got more videos to talk about this, I will. This is the last mental health anyway. Oh shit. My phone's literally burning up, so I have to end it anyway. So thank you guys.